Shaw is surprising.
Inspiring.
Shaw is rewarding.
Shaw to me.
Shaw is
Inclusive.
limitless possibilities.
It is where my family is.
Full of heart.
It is where my heart is. It's where my work is.
My whole life.
It's where I'm driven to do the best I can.
It started from the passion of one man who has a passion for these plays. It is always guided by the passion of the people who work here, and those people are very connected to the world that they're in.
There's a line in a play by Bernard Shaw. The play is Back to Methuselah. And in the first part of that play, a character says, "You look at things and say, why? But I dream of things that never were, and I say, why not?" And one cold night in February 1962, Brian Doherty met with a group of friends, and they were concerned with trying to enhance the cultural environment. And they said, why not a theatre festival devoted to Bernard Shaw?
Because there's nothing like being in the room with people and sharing a moment in time.
It's a symbiotic relationship, and we're doing what we do on the stage, and the audience receives it, but then the audience gives us back something. I just banged that little thing.
The Shaw offers tours, and you can meet some directors and actors and go behind the stage and under the stage and hear a bit of the history.
The luncheons that we have and the things that we do with our members and our audiences that come, to me, makes it feel like our audience is a part of our community.
It is a community experience, and I feel richer for the times I've had to enjoy that.
When I first came here in '81, and that was Chris Newton's second year, and he was famous for bringing an ensemble of actors. He called the entire company the ensemble.
Group of actors who would become so expert and so immersed in the world of the mandate that they could play anything. And that idea and that focus
on the ensemble, of seeing it as, in his terms, an orchestra.
And I got asked if I would like to apply for Christopher Newton's job. And after I'd sort of picked myself up off the floor, I thought to myself, well, you know what? If you're ever going to run a theatre again, what other theatre would you want to run?
The impact that Jackie Maxwell has brought, expanding the festival and its mandate.
There's no guarantees. I know, again, we have a very understanding board. If somebody says to me, so what's gonna be your big hit? The brilliant, but I think tantalizing at times, scary thing about it is you don't know.
Just to create one production is an enormous undertaking.
You know, I work closely with the actors, with the musicians, with the creative team, but then the circle just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
It's the end that has to work, because if it doesn't work, we haven't done our job. And it's just an audience member walking in and looking at that image which we've created.
But it's a leap of faith. We are constantly making a leap of faith.
You're really seeing the tip of the iceberg.
And we've spent 6-7 months trying to create that 2 hours.
There's probably 8 or 9 people behind the scenes for every actor to make the organization work. It's a huge undertaking.
There are lots of people who are thinking about this and who have a high level of skill and bringing it to focus on, yes, these words, but of course it's so much more than that.
Everyone here sort of has the common goal of telling a story, and I think that we have done that to the best of our ability for almost 50 years. We feel like we are valued members of this company. I think everybody in every department is able to say that on our best days.
You know, an extension of that are the members. We've been blessed at the Shaw Festival with people who are so supportive of what we do, and it's absolutely necessary.
We get a lot of interaction with them.
People who've told me their stories, and I've always found them very moving because it almost always comes from personal passion.
And I'm always amazed at their commitment.
And that passion is because they have been touched by the theater, and they recognize the ability that theater has to touch and how important that can be.
Because they love it and because they believe in it, and they make it possible. They literally make it possible.
We're not awash in money. I don't know if I should be saying that kind of thing or not.
Theater is very, very expensive to run, but especially at the high level.
But we're used to using money incredibly efficiently.
Most people who support the arts do it because they get tremendous amount out of it.
I think that we play a small role in what's happening there now.
And in my job, I get to work with donors who believe in this work and who contribute to it because they see the power that it has.
They expect artistic return. They expect a return in the community.
A lot of people now don't know who George Bernard Shaw was. He's not taught in schools anymore, or very rarely. By doing his plays and really revivifying them in an interesting and passionate way, we bring his work to people.
On every level, every department in this place is so committed to presenting people with an idea and a passion and heart.
It's amazing to see a place like this that nurtures the family kind of environment. I mean, this is my dream. I love theater. This is what I've studied my whole life for.
The Shaw Festival is a pretty special place, and I feel very honored and privileged to have been part of it.
We're incredibly proud of this place and the ensemble and the company that Chris Newton and now Jackie have kept going.
He wasn't just this guy in a beard who wrote plays up till 1950. He was a brilliant subversive provocateur who created a type of theater which many, many playwrights have found exciting and have continued since his death, since he stopped writing.
Why not a theatre festival devoted to Bernard Shaw? The odds of succeeding were enormously against it, but they persevered, and just a few weeks later, the Shaw Festival began in a very, very modest, simple way with 4 actors sitting on stools in the Courthouse Theatre, reading from lecterns scenes from Shaw's Man and Superman. And the whole history of the festival then is a series of why nots.
I think theater can change the world. I think that theater can change people who can then change the world.